Hello, once again, this is your friend, another person, one of the many voices talking about TBC around the globe. We are here again for a great cause. You're welcome, my friends. I'm happy to have you around again. You see, everything about TBC has always kept us talking, has always kept us going, has always kept us, trying to help people to see the real reason behind what we see happening in TBC community. First of all, I'll take my time to at least explain to you what you are seeing on this very back end of the KCBO of TBC, that is Kringle Cash back office. There, you're going to see the much talk about COVID-19, and that, aside from that, you will see where you to log in. Then you come here, the Goodwill merchant locations, public notice, and donate button. But in all this is just an economy being built from the ground up. The intention of this very community is very clear. It is very, very pure. And the reason why we see we are doing what we are doing is that we are actually strong and big promoters of digital currency because it is far, far much better than cash that you carry about with all the risks involved. Here, there is no middleman that have to question you how you do and what you do and every other thing. It's just that it is highly regulated to, you know, make sure that nothing, no fraudulent practices or being used for any bad intention is allowed in the community. Aside from that, you are free to use the coins anyhow you want it to be used. But then, let me quickly just take time to explain this asset here. Kringle coins are private smartphone currency ready for merchant to use and accept. And that is why you see much promotions about this. That is what it is. There you have been making use of QR code, quick response code. Okay. In fact, the technology being built around this is wonderful. The technology coming up on Kringle Society is something that has never been before because we are seeing new things every day. And then you look at this, merchants and consumers alike love the speed and convenience of using Kringles to conduct transactions that are recorded on a blockchain for security. You see, everything you do here is properly recorded. Okay? Very soon, and in no distant future, you'll be seeing Kringle coins accepted here. Okay? Showing that those who want to do things smartly will be equally accepting it. Kringle coins are currently in the hands of millions of people worldwide, and we have an aggressive distribution plan to enroll 1 billion members into our private community by 2020. That is this very year. And we are calling on people to please come on board and see the good thing that comes to you by using Kringle currency. Because this currency actually makes so many things possible. But then what I'll be dwelling on here is what the community is actually doing for people. I love to talk about this much more. When you log into here, that is Kringle.cash. Look at it, Kringle.cash. When it opens, before even allow you to log in, I want you to just follow me while we take a look at what is happening here. Goodwill aspect of it. Recently, it was in Cameroon that this very community went and do wonderful. And that was coming after, months after, the same thing happened in Nigeria. Okay? The follow-up immediately was cancelled due to the COVID-19 issue, the pandemic around the globe. But immediately after the lockdown and somehow being relieved, that of Cameroon took up. Then let's just go through for you to see things by yourself and then see what this very community is out doing for people. Aside from the merchant aspect, helping different businesses around the world to get listed for more exposure. The Kringle Society is actually doing much more in terms of helping the less privileged. Okay, I want you to take your time to read all this. Okay, but meanwhile, let me quickly take a few seconds to just get this out. Say Kringle Society mission statement. The Kringle Society is a global initiative that's a sharing and a lemon-sorry society founded upon the principle that humanity is capable of lifting itself out of the morals of poverty, disease, lack, limitation, suffering, and ignorance into a new dawn of abundance and prosperity for all. We are here to empower each of our members with the means to spread abundance in all its forms to the entire community of humanity with a clear plan to eliminate poverty worldwide and to assist each and every being that we touch to find their unique purpose that their Creator intended for them. The Kringle Society, the Kringle Sharing and Elementary Society is here to support all of its members and all of humanity by providing the means and method to have the support and practical tools so that every member of our society and every human being shall have what they need to make manifest their essential needs to create lives of abundance and integrity. Here, it's just stated in some few sentences, making it clear that in as much as those people who are willing to see what is happening here and who are ready to follow the path, that is why this place used worldwide, a kind of, they are going to stop poverty worldwide. Worldwide means those who are ready to see what is happening here, okay? And this, the community has started by reaching out to the poor ones in society, and they are doing wonderfully well. So this is just what took place here in Nigeria, precisely March 2020, this very year, yeah? This is talking about the 2 ambassadors that the TBC is using to go around the world helping humanity in terms of taking care of the poor. Okay, look at what Mbe says here. I am proud to announce, not Mbe, TBC administrator. I am proud to announce the first 2 Goodwill ambassadors for the TBC community, Stephen Copy and Mbe Derrick. The loyalty and consistency of these 2 TBC leaders has led to their selection to play this special role. Both have hearts of gold and are very much cost-driven when it comes to TBC. So they are doing this has actually earned them that very respectful position of being used as ambassadors. So you'll be seeing what happened. I just want to quickly go in other areas and then get you other things for you to quickly understand. And come just in a few seconds, please. So while we work this out, it's just to tell you that we have a whole lot of proof to show that what you see Kringle Society doing, they are doing wonderfully well in order to put smile on people's faces. Okay, they are doing great to put smile on people's faces. This picture that you're seeing here is part of what took place in Nigeria. Look at the gifts being given to people. Okay, precisely March 2020. Okay, see all this. Look at conditions of people and what the Kringle Society did for them. So look at it here. The above pictures are some of the people we fed at our first location. Okay. Yes, says the next location still in the east was the Federal Teaching Hospital in Abakaliki, where we shared food to over 300 sick persons and their caregivers. You can see from the pictures below. Look at it. What TBC community did. Kringle Society is wonderful, and they are busy touching lives around the world. So you can take a look at them all. But I quickly want to just flip down to the recent one that just took place in Cameroon. Okay, that is where we're going. This is actually what took place in Nigeria. Now we are progressing down to the bottom of the page here. Now see what took place in Cameroon. That's still part of Nigeria. Okay. Okay. This is part of Cameroon. looking at living condition of the people. And you see what the TBC admin is focused on. Look at this place is not meant for animals. It's actually humans. Humans that have flesh and blood like me and you. Look at what they are saying. And TBC admin was able to locate such ones using the ambassadors and Bederick and Stephen Coffey down there in Cameroon. And look at what they are doing, sharing gifts, reaching out to people in various locations. Look at here, all the way from United States of America, Stephen Coffey. Look at him working inside the bush area just to make sure that this is actually carried out. And look at them, Bederick and the wife and Stephen Coffey. Look at, says this is actually what it was and what took place. Say, it is important that we had to postpone the goodwill for more people that are in poverty in Cameroon and that of other TBC activities due to the government of nutrition due to coronavirus, that is worldwide crisis. That was the statement he made during that time. You can read it up by yourself. Okay, so this is it. Then where I'm going now is actually this TBC Goodwill report for Cameroon by Bederick. As we all know, TBC admin cares for humanity, and this can be seen from the detailed report below. Our Goodwill program was first scheduled in the month of March, immediately after we left Nigeria with my other Goodwill ambassador, Stephen Coffey. But because of the pandemic, we were deprived of all gathering, and my other ambassador had to return to his country, that is the United States of America. After several months, the government finally approved our distribution of food to the needy. It should be noted that the admin of TBC sent food worth $10,000 US dollars to Cameroon to feed the poor and the needy. Today is the 3rd of October, and we are so pleased to share this food. Means of transportation were provided to over 500 persons to the distribution ground. The 500 persons included orphans, the blind, and the dumb, and the handicapped, the crippled, the sick, and the street children. Each of them went home with at least 5 kg of rice, 7 detergent, breakfast beverages, cooking oil, and some spaghetti. For the kids going to school, we added school books to each and every one of them, as well as napkins for very little ones. Below are some of the pictures during this distribution. Look at it. What TBC gave to the needy in Cameroon. You see it here. Okay? Everything, just take time to look at it. Look at the napkin for the needy, for the small children. The batch of rice, breakfast, but everything they were packaged. I don't think people in Cameroon will forget in a hurry what TBC did for them. The sick ones, all the less privileged ones actually have something to say about the good thing that came to them, courtesy TBC admin. You're seeing this, smiling faces? Can you imagine? Okay? You can imagine, even young, little children got their own gift too. TBC indeed has, the admin has heart of gold. Look at the crippled one, the lame. Every one of them. Look at the blind. The means to even come to the ground was actually taken care of by the community. Look at Bederick and his amiable wife and other TBC coordinators in the country there. Wonderful. Great. You can see. Take a look. So much. happening. Look at. But there is a saying that documentation beats conversation. Documentation beats conversation in the sense that you are seeing these things and you're looking at it all by yourself. It should be noted that we have more than 200 TBC members who were present just to support the team with the distribution. Also, this event took place in the presence of the divisional delegate for special social affairs, who was there with her staff to coordinate everything. Here are some of the pictures of officials and that of government delegates and staffs. You see, a TBC meant well, people. Welcome speech from Etinde Samuel. Let's just take time to listen to him a bit, just about 4 minutes.
Madame la déléguée départementale des affaires sociales de Mouri, Monsieur l'ambassadeur Goodwill, représentant personnel de l'administrateur de Kringle Society, Mesdames, Messieurs les invités, chers Tibiciens, en ma qualité de la voix de Kringle Society pour le monde francophone, je vous souhaite une chaleureuse bienvenue à cette cérémonie de distribution de dons aux nécessiteux.
There you are. There you have seen everything, you know, in real, happening live. Because the community is out there to make sure that something real, something great take place. Look at one of the government officials. The delegates for social affairs also encourage us to keep up with the humanitarian activities. This was in front of the press. So look at it.
Aux promoteurs de ces activités-là, nous les encourageons à avoir toujours cette idée parce que le partage est la mère même de l'Africain.
English, yes.
I can find myself.
Okay, you just want to know what is the message that you are passing to the donors of this gift.
Today we want to show to the nation that there are some people who are able and who like to help, and so we have to do all our best to accompany them.
What can you say to all the organizations that are watching right now?
Yes, I can.
So many interesting things that took place. And despite all this, some people still have the guts to be saying all sorts of bad things against community and TBC community and all others, which is not the best to be doing. Okay? You see what they're doing, reaching out to people.
Well, we believe that humanity deserves the best. Growing up as a child, I grew up from a very poor background. And I believe that I can contribute because coming out from that poor background, it took me a lot of stress, a lot of depression. And the motive is to give something to us, to know.
Come up and take your time to see all these things by yourself. When you log into Kringle Cash, just go to the Goodwill section, you're able to see all those things. And now look at the testimony from one of the recipients of the good thing that had been shared. Just a few seconds.
Because the visually impaired, the mentally impaired, anytime, every type of handicap, they don't have means to live the daily means. So such a gesture is highly appreciated because it will help some of us to sustain for some days. It will help some of us who don't even have fathers, so what I say is that words are lacking measure or with the act or the action that this society has just been carried out. So we are welcoming them, we are saying them thank you, we are grateful to them, and we are saying them to go forward, and we are welcoming them again for the next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Then you see it by yourself. Then you see that this is not a make-believe. Then you see that this is real. This actually took place, and then we are showing fully well that TBC community should be taken serious, and people should actually stop any form of bad mouthing. Okay, so let us one and all stand up to say that TBC is actually coming up on the ground to put things in order. And first of all, starting from the less privileged, shows that he has a good intention.
Là, il parle. N'est-ce pas?
Ce n'est pas. Les années antérieures, on le choue toujours dans les conversations. On le choue. Vous allez préparer 5 conteneurs de 40 pieds. Mais ça va tuer le joueur.
100 conteneurs de
40 pieds, ça va tuer le joueur. Mais cette fois-ci, ça a réussi 1000 sur 1000.
Avec TBC.
Avec TBC, des billions quand?
C'est comme ça qu'on va avancer. Prochainement, moi je vous dis qu'il y a un petit coup de Japon.
Inch'Allah. Inch'Allah. Inch'Allah.
Ça me réjouit. Je suis bien content. Je ne vais aller quelque part, je ne vais pas plus parce que je me réjouis parce que ça a réussi, tout le monde est resté dans la paix. Oui. Ça c'est plein. C'est comme ça. Donc, c'est pour dire que c'est un message que Dieu nous a envoyé. Vous aussi venez partager le message avec nous. Et nous vous disons que comme vous avez partagé le message avec nous, vous avez réussi pour Dieu.
Inch'Allah. Inch'Allah. Inch'Allah.
So, folks, great thing actually took place in Cameroon, courtesy TBC community. And we are showing this because we can look at this. This particular person said they have never received something like what the Kringle Society just offered them. Okay? So when you see something of great value, you don't just need to keep quiet. You need to let others know about it. And the reason why you see that TBC is doing what it's doing, so many people are still busy looking for what they will eat, that selfishly. But the message we are getting here shows that TBC cares for others. And if you're a TBCian, be rest assured that your program fee, in as much as this private community is still being built, the technology that to house it is still being put in place, TBC is still going out of way, showing that if it is to be the money would have just been put there to just keep on growing. But admin wanted to reach further, and further, so that everyone will have a taste of TBC. Also, you look at the merchant location. This merchant location is actually where you need to come and then see the important thing that the community is actually doing for everyone. When I say everyone, because everyone that has his or her business registered here, TBC is coming up with an app. Even before the app, TBC is already making sure that everyone that registers the community has a means to promote his or her business. Say, spend your Kringle at the world's largest cryptocurrency merchant listing, over 6,000 merchants and growing by 100 daily. So here, when you come, you'll be able to see what is happening. You'll be able to see that the community is actually doing so many things that many people never thought would be possible. So in as much as you see TBC doing what it's doing, in as much as you see everything happening, don't just feel that you know it all. You don't know it all. And when you don't know it, don't go about saying what you don't know. But rather, instead of that, take your time to listen to those who actually understand what is happening. Get properly educated and know that the intention of TBC is far, 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 far beyond what people are thinking of. This is not a community whereby you just make money and off you go. No, this is a community whereby you think about yourself, you think about others. In fact, this is a community that takes care of all those who care to listen. So it's a great thing to be here, and on, non-stop, we continue to let people see the good thing that the community is set out to do for the world at large. Very soon, you may start seeing this happening in other countries. Very soon, you may start seeing this in other areas, showing that the Kringle Society is really out there to put smiles on people's faces. So for now, let's just continue to support the mission, because something great, something real wonderful is happening. So if you want to know about the public notice, how lawful TBC is, you can take your time to read all this. So this is your friend, and I just take time to do this little video to show you what great thing TBC community is doing for people around the world. So thanks for taking your time, and let's continue to make sure that we push this community until TBC gets to the ultimate prize. You're welcome.